Hi girls, I am truly happy you've decided to return to this space with me today, because what we are about to discuss is perhaps the most visceral and primitive form of influence you will ever master. I put an immense amount of work and research into these scripts, spending countless hours studying the biology of the human brain and the chemical nature of attraction to provide you with tools that are as effective as they are subtle. So please, if you find value in these deep psychological insights, take a second right now to leave a like on this video. It really helps the YouTube algorithm recognize the weight of our community and share these powerful lessons with more women who are ready to step into their true power. I also love hearing your reflections and personal stories, so feel free to comment below. I read every single word, and it makes me so happy to see your growth. Today, we are exploring a technique that bypasses the eyes, the ears, and even the conscious mind entirely: the scented memory effect. While the world focuses on visual perfection and verbal manipulation, the most elite influencers understand that the shortest path to a man's subconscious is through his olfactory system. Science tells us that smell is the only sense that is directly wired into the limbic system, which is the part of the brain responsible for emotion and memory. Every other sense, sight, touch, hearing, must first be processed by the thalamus, the brain's gatekeeper, but scent has a VIP pass. It hits the emotional core before the logical mind even has a chance to ask what is happening. This is why a certain smell can instantly transport you back to a specific moment in your childhood or remind you of a person you haven't thought about in years. By mastering the scented memory effect, you aren't just wearing a perfume. You are planting a chemical flag in his psyche that will wave long after you have left the room. To begin this process, you must move away from the idea of changing your fragrance based on your mood or the season. If you want to haunt his mind, you must adopt a singular, unwavering chemical signature. This is your brand. It is the invisible aura that defines your presence. When you switch scents constantly, you confuse the primitive brain. But when you are consistent, you are building a powerful psychological anchor. Every time he sees you, every time he leans in to whisper to you, every time you hug him, that specific molecular structure is being burned into his long-term memory. You are training his brain to associate that specific scent with the pleasure, the mystery, and the value of your presence. Eventually, the scent itself becomes a substitute for you. It carries your essence even in your absence. The true power of this effect reveals itself through what I call the phantom presence. Imagine you have spent weeks or months anchoring this signature scent to your high-value interactions. Then, you strategically withdraw. You aren't there, but your scent remains. Perhaps you leave a scarf behind, or you lightly missed a letter, or you simply leave the lingering trail of your perfume in his car. In that moment, he isn't just thinking about you, he is experiencing you. His limbic system is firing as if you were standing right there. This creates an intense form of emotional haunting. He feels your presence in the silence. He feels your influence in the emptiness. Because the scent bypasses his logic, he cannot argue his way out of the feeling. He cannot tell himself to stop thinking about you because his body is telling him that you are near. But we can take this even further into the realm of dark influence by utilizing the power of the unrelated trigger. Once the anchor is set, the scent will haunt him even when it comes from other sources. If he is walking down a busy street and a stranger passes by wearing even a hint of your signature notes, his heart rate will spike. His brain will immediately search the crowd for you. For a split second, his entire world will narrow down to the memory of you. This is the ultimate form of psychological dominance, because you have turned the entire world into a reminder of your existence. He becomes a prisoner of his own senses, constantly haunted by the ghost of your scent in places where you have never even been. You have successfully occupied his subconscious mind without saying a single word. Choosing your signature is a task of extreme importance. You must avoid the common, mass-market fragrances that every other woman is wearing. If you smell like everyone else, you cannot be a unique memory. You must find something that works with your specific skin chemistry, something that feels like an extension of your soul. It should be a scent that is complex enough to be intriguing, but distinct enough to be recognizable. Think of it as your biological calling card. When you find it, you never let it go. You wear it when you are happy, you wear it when you are seductive, and you wear it when you are powerful. You are weaving a tapestry of emotions into those fragrance molecules, creating a multidimensional psychological profile that he can never truly escape. Remember, the goal is not to overwhelm him. Scent should be a secret that is only revealed when he enters your personal space. It is a reward for his proximity. If you spray too much, you create a defensive response. But if you use it subtly, you invite him to lean in closer to catch the trail. You are drawing him into your web through his own curiosity. And once he is close enough to breathe you in, the trap is set. You are no longer just a woman in his life. You are a permanent chemical imprint on his brain. While other women are fighting for his attention with their words or their looks, you are operating on a frequency that he doesn't even know exists. You are the architect of his memories, the silent ghost in his thoughts, and the invisible force that shapes his desire. I want you to use this knowledge with the grace and elegance of a queen. This isn't about desperation. It is about the mastery of the senses. You are creating a world where your presence is eternal because your essence is everywhere. Thank you for being part of this journey into the depths of influence with me. It is truly an honor to guide you through these hidden paths of the human psyche. If you want to continue learning how to weave these invisible threads of power and become the most unforgettable version of yourself, make sure to follow me and stay tuned for our upcoming lessons. I have so much more to share with you, so many more secrets to unlock. Stay powerful, stay mysterious, and always remember that you are the one who defines the air he breathes.